my knees. Whoa, there's a dog in my face. What is up, everybody? This is Lee Wisdom, and I'm back for my second episode of my YouTube series. This week, I want to talk about one of my biggest motivating factors for this challenge. In 2016, I had a surgery that really altered my fitness goals. I can even tell you the exact date this happened. July 9th, 2016. I may have stated this on social media already somewhere. Every summer, I am part of an active softball team. We were in the second game of our elimination tournament. We were playing pretty bad. I was playing pretty bad. Anyways, I think I came up for my second at-bat of the game, and I decided that I was going to run this out no matter what I did. Well, the funny part is, I barely hit it to the shortstop. I was literally 10 feet away from first base when all of a sudden, pop! And then as I'm falling to the ground, pop! So here I am, laying on the ground, 10 feet from first base, and my kneecaps were halfway up my thighs. Because at the time, my girlfriend was in New York with her best friend getting ready to watch Garth Brooks at Yankee Stadium. I'm rushed to the ER where I'm initially told that all I did was dislocate my kneecaps. After an MRI, which I barely fit into the machine to begin with because of the way my knees were bent, I found out that I had a bilateral patellar tendon rupture. Basically what that means is both of the tendons that hold my kneecaps in place on the lower part of your leg, yeah, they'd snap. I went into the hospital Saturday afternoon. I was home by Monday, but the fun was just about to begin. What sucked is I had to use a walker to get around. I had 2 full-length leg braces on, as well as my knees completely wrapped. And if I went out in public, I'd use a wheelchair. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining too much. There are people who definitely have had it worse off than I have. But having a 2-year-old at home who really didn't know what was going on, as well as my girlfriend's work schedule, things were pretty rough for those 12 weeks. My dog is freaking nuts. The cool part for me is that I work from home. Granted, I'd only been at my job for 3 weeks at this point. During this time, I was not able to drive anywhere. I needed help bathing. I actually did pretty good getting dressed by myself. Became an expert at the wheelchair. And then after 2 weeks of rehab, I was finally able to take my leg braces off. Biggest personal victory in this entire rehab stint was when I could start using an exercise bike and start pushing weights again. And it was quite a fun reality check when you're sitting there doing leg presses, pushing barely 20 pounds. But it happens. It's part of accidents, part of rehab. The doctor had told me that it was going to be at least a year before I could start doing exercise like squats, deadlifts, running. Those are 3 of my favorite things to do while I'm working out. So it was really hard to stay motivated for a while. So I entered the 2017 bodybuilding.com $250,000 transformation challenge in order to use that as a tool to get myself back in shape, back motivated, and get my strength up. So when July 9th came around, I could start actually working out again. Most of my leg days during this time included leg extensions, leg curls, bodyweight squats, very light leg presses. And all in all, I think I was doing just enough to maintain where I was at physically. Every day I look at these scars and remind myself what had happened and where I need to go from here. Now the crazy part about all this is when I was in the hospital, the doctor had told me he had no idea how I snapped both at the same time. Basically what had happened was as I was running that first base, one snapped, and as I was falling, the other snapped. I'm pretty sure that was due to the weight shifting, but who really knows? But after the doctor got in and started operating, he knew exactly why. I've always had some knee issues, and apparently they were torn up to a point where they were going to go any minute. The funny part about that is 5 days prior, I had run a 5K. But in all honesty, I've come a long way since that injury. I'm reminded every day when I walk upstairs or when I've walked on a treadmill for too long, or every time I put my compression sleeves on my knees and I see those scars. I'm honestly reminded of the battle that I went through to get back to where I am and how much farther I have to go. But hey, I look at it this way. I've got brand new knees. Alright, so that's it for me this week. I want to thank everybody once again for watching. All of my social media and stories are going to be listed below in the description. So click on those to check me out, follow me, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of these videos. And that's it till next week. Later. What is he doing? Gotta love puppies.